Hello, everybody. It is Super Tuesday. That's right. We are lock, stock, and connected to the nation. It is Super Tuesday. It's time to get out and vote. That's right. Super Tuesday is today, Tuesday, March 5th, all over the nation. It's time to get out and vote. Right now, I'm going to talk Super Tuesday from the Washington State perspective. If you don't know, now you know that you can vote now by mail in Washington State. Our primary is March 12th, so it's time to vote. You got that thing in the mail? It's time to fill it out and send it in. That's right. Washington State is a primary state, and we vote by mail. So you must vote by March 12th. It's Super Tuesday, March 5th, 2024. Girl, man, it's time to vote. It's time for you to let your voice be heard. Are you ready to vote? Are you excited about voting? As you can tell, I'm excited. And guess what, everybody? I done already voted. So, I'm going to go over the voters pamphlet, Washington State presidential primary, March 12th. On the front page, the seal of the state of Washington. So as you open up your pamphlet, it talks about the table of contents. Why is my signature important? Voting in the presidential primary. So this is a presidential primary that we talking about. We getting ready for November, everybody. We getting ready for November. So the Democratic candidates are Joseph R. Biden Jr., Dean Phillips, and Marion Williamson. On the Republican candidates, Chris Christie, Ron DeSantis, Nikki Haley, V. Romney, Donald J. Trump. And I just want to say a little something. Nikki Haley's doing her thing. Hang in there, Nikki Haley. Don't you give up. Give us an opportunity to vote. Hang in there, Nikki Haley. Also, in the pamphlet, are you ready to vote? Qualifications to vote in the presidential primary, you must be 18 years old by November 5th of the general election, a U.S. citizen, a resident of Washington State, and not currently serving a sentence of total confinement in prison for a felony. Oh my God, did you see that? You can't vote in Washington State if you're currently serving sentence of total confinement in prison for a felony. Come on, y'all. Let's work on that because everybody has a right to vote. How do I register to vote? Register online, by mail, or in person. No internet access. Call 1-800-448-4881. So, you can register to vote online, by mail, or in person. If you don't have the internet, you can just call 1-800-448-4881. Moved? Have you moved? Contact the county elections office to request a ballot at your new address. Check your registration info at votewa.gov. Check your registration by going to wa.gov. Here's a voter tip. The ballot return envelope has free postage, but don't let a late postmark disqualify your ballot. The USPS recommends that you mail a week before Election Day. So, that means you got to get your vote in, y'all. We vote by mail in Washington State. Again, our primary is on March 12th. It is March 5th. You better take this voter tip and make sure you get your vote in. Make sure you vote this week, okay? Vote this week, y'all. Register to vote. Use vote.wa.gov. Register to vote. Update your info. And guess what? You can track your ballot status. Let's look at some deadlines. Ballots mailed to voters by February 23rd. Register by mail received by March 4th. Register online by March 4th. Register in person by March 12th at 8 p.m. Election day for Washington State is March 12th. Important dates for 2024: August 6, 2024, primary election. November 5th, 2024, general and presidential elections. So there's a political parties. Washington State Democrat Party and then the Washington State Republican Party. So I'm kind of giving you some quick information from the Washington State Pamphlet on how to vote, why to vote, where to vote, who should vote. Your signature is needed to make sure your ballot counts. The signature on your return envelope compared to the signature on your voter registration record. Trained election officials verify each and every signature. If your signature is missing or does not match your voter registration record, the county elections office will contact you by mail before results are certified. They may call or email you if you gave them that information. If your registration to vote online through Department of Licensing, the signature from your driver's license, permit, state ID will be on your voter registration record. Voters can track and check their ballot status at vote.wa.gov. Man, this thing is getting real cool, y'all. Why? Because you can track your voting status. Voting in March 12th presidential primary. Your ballot will be mailed by March 23rd. So they mailed out the ballots already. Then, why do I need to mark a party box? Oh, this is important, you guys. Why do you need to mark a party box? For this election only, you must mark and sign a party declaration for your vote to count. The major political parties require voters to mark a party box. If you mark the Democratic Party box, you must vote for a Democrat. If you mark the Republican Party box, you must vote for a Republican. Your selection will not affect how you may vote in future elections. Attempts to change the party declaration wording could result in your ballot not being counted. Wow. They need to simplify that, right? Let's simplify it, not make it complicated, right? Vote for one. You may vote for one candidate or uncommitted delegates options, but not both. Okay, so you can vote for one candidate or you can vote for uncommitted delegates options, but not both. A vote for one candidate listed on the ballot directs party delegates to support that candidate at their national convention. A vote for uncommitted delegates allow uncommitted party delegates who represent Washington to decide during their national convention. Wow. Okay, let's speed it up, you guys. I'm at the 10-minute mark, so I'm going to speed it up. Presidential candidate, Democrat Party, Joseph R. Biden, Jr., Democrat Party candidate. Elected experience, President of the United States from 2021 through the present. Vice President of the United States from 2029 through 2017. The United States Senator from the state of Delaware from 1973 through 2009. Other professional experience, no information submitted. Education, Syracuse University College of Law. University of Delaware, BA. Community service, they don't have anything listed for community service. Contact information, info@joebiden.com, joebiden.com. I'm going to read the first paragraph statement. President Biden and Vice President Harris are running for re-election because they believe that every generation has a moment where they have to have had stand up for democracy and fundamental freedoms, and this is ours. The other candidate, Dean Phillips, Democrat Party candidate. Elected experience, 3-term congressman served in Minnesota, 3rd District, Committee on Foreign Affairs, Committee on Small Business, Congressional LGBT Equality Caucus, Problem Solvers Caucus, other professional experience. Philip, Distilling Company President, CEO from 2000 to 2012. Chairman of the board from 2014 to 2017. Talenti Galinto, Executive Chairman from 2012 to 2014. Penny's Coffee, Co-founder and CEO from 2016 to 2019. Education, the Blake School, Hopkins, Minnesota. BA degree, Brown University, Providence, Rhode Island. MBA, University of Minnesota, Minneapolis. Community service, board member, Temple, Israel, Minnesota. Board chair, J. and Rose Phillips Family Foundation. Co-chair, We Day, Minnesota. Chair, Worldwide Orphans Foundation. Dean Phillips is a 3rd-term congressman running for president in the Democratic primary because he believes that Americans deserve a courageous voice leading to the White House. Presidential candidate, Democrat. Marianne Williamson, Democratic Party. Elected experience, no information submitted. Other professional experience, Williamson is the author of 15 books, 4 of which have been number 1 New York Times bestsellers list. She has also been a highly successful as a inspirational speaker and seminar leader. Education, Pomona College. Community service, founder of the Project Angel Food nonprofit organization, created to help people suffering from HIV and AIDS, delivering over 16 million meals since 1989. Co-founder of the Peace Alliance in 2004 to support the creation of U.S. Department of Peace. Producer of the Sister Giant Conference, a nonprofit group encouraging women to be involved in themselves. Marianne Williamson is a successful entrepreneur, best-selling author, political activist, and global influential spiritual thought leader. She is the author of 15 books, 4 of which landed on the New York Times bestsellers list. So I'm just going to run through the Republican Party candidates. I'm just going to say their name, and we'll get ready to close out on voting on Super Tuesday from Washington State. Presidential candidate for the political party, Chris Christie. Presidential candidate for the Republican Party, Ron DeSantis. Currently, presidential candidate for the Republican Party, Nikki Haley, Republican Party candidate. Let's find out some information by Nikki Haley. Go, Nikki Haley. Go, Nikki Haley. Don't you give up and don't you drop out. You keep going as long as you can go, Nikki Haley. Elected experience, Governor of South Carolina. Member of the South Carolina House of Representatives. Other professional experience, 29th United States Ambassador to the United Nations and accountant. Education, Clemson University BS in Accounting and Finance. Community service, Original Six Foundation. The Original Six Foundation was founded in 2011 by then South Carolina Governor Nikki Haley to serve as a nonprofit facilitator and funding mechanism to assist South Carolina's neediest communities. Let's read about Nikki Haley. Nikki Haley is a proud daughter of Bamworth, South Carolina. In 2010, she was elected the first minority female governor in America. She was decisively re-elected in 2014 by nearly 15 points. As governor, she took a double-digit unemployment state and turned it into an economic powerhouse, generating millions of jobs and moving thousands from welfare to work. She led the state of South Carolina through tragedy, hardship, and made the Philadelphia state one of the best places to work and raise a family. She went on to serve her country as the U.S. Ambassador to the UN from 2017 to 2019. At the UN, she went toe-to-toe with tyrants and dictators. She took the kick me sign off America's back and put America first on the world stage. Now she is running for president to make America strong and proud again. Go, Nikki Haley! Go, Nikki Haley! Also running is Don J. Trump. He's also running for office of the presidents of the United States. And he is a former president of the United States with 91 indictments. Okay, so our accessibility of voting options are available. Audio voter pamphlets available at sos.w.gov/elections. No internet access? Receive a copy of a USB drive. Just call 1-800-448-4881. Contact the county elections office to find an accessible voting unit near you. So there's so many ways to vote, so many ways to get your vote, so many ways to support your vote. This is BK International Talent Scout. Thank you for listening to Super Tuesday. Vote